Chapter 1. Unearth the Problem. Have you ever wondered what would happen if we run out of natural resources? Now, that's a question we don't often ask ourselves, but perhaps we should. You see, the issue of natural resource depletion isn't just a distant concern for future generations. It's a pressing matter that affects our everyday lives right now. Natural resources are the lifeblood of our planet. They're divided into two categories: renewable and non-renewable. Renewable resources like sunlight, wind, and rain are naturally replenished over time. Non-renewable resources, on the other hand, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, can't be replaced once they're used up. Now, let's take a moment to think about our daily routines. From the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, we're constantly consuming these resources. We use electricity to power our homes. We rely on fossil fuels to drive our cars. We use water to cook, clean, and bathe. In essence, we're constantly drawing from the Earth's reserves, often without a second thought. But here's the catch. Our consumption of these resources is happening at an alarming rate. We're using them up faster than they can be replenished. And the resources that can't be replaced? Well, they're dwindling rapidly. The Earth isn't an infinite source of supplies, and it's high time we started treating it as such. It's not just about the resources themselves, though. It's about the intricate balance of our ecosystems, the health of our planet, and ultimately, the survival of our species. The depletion of natural resources disrupts this balance, leading to a host of environmental, economic, and social issues. It's a ripple effect that touches every corner of our world. If we continue on this path, the question is not if we will run out of resources, but when. We've unearthed the problem, and it's a daunting one. But it's not too late to change our course. Stick around as we delve deeper into the dark motivation behind resource depletion and explore how we can take action today. Chapter 2. The Dark Motivation. What drives us to drain our planet from its lifeblood? An unsettling question indeed, but the answer is even more disconcerting. It's not a single factor, but a combination of several, all fueled by a dark motivation. Let's delve into this abyss to understand better. Our first contender is unsustainable consumption. We live in an era where consumerism is king. We buy, use, dispose of, and then buy again, creating a vicious cycle that's rapidly depleting our natural resources. The desire for convenience and the allure of the new have blinded us to the damage we're causing. We're stripping the earth bare, all for the sake of our insatiable appetites for more. Next, we have population growth. With more than 7 billion people on the planet, every new mouth to feed, every new home to build, and every new car on the road takes a toll on our finite resources. The growing demands of an ever-expanding population are pushing our planet to its limits. Then there's technological advancement. While technology has undoubtedly improved our lives, it also has a dark side. It's a double-edged sword that, while bringing progress, also accelerates resource depletion. Think about the minerals mined for our smartphones or the fossil fuels burned to power our industries. Each advancement, each innovation, comes at a significant cost to our natural resources. Lastly, we can't ignore economic growth. Our global economy is built on a take-make-waste model. We extract resources, produce goods, and then discard them, often without a second thought. This linear economic model is unsustainable and is rapidly depleting our natural resources. So, here we are, standing at the crossroads of progress and preservation. The dark motivation driving us towards resource depletion is rooted in our behaviors and choices. But remember, just as we are the problem, we can also be the solution. The root of the problem lies in our behaviors and choices. Chapter 3: The Consequences. What happens when the well runs dry? A chilling question, isn't it? And not just metaphorically. This is a stark reality we're accelerating towards with our reckless depletion of natural resources. But what exactly does this mean for our planet and our future? Firstly, let's consider the environment. Rapid resource depletion leads to a loss of biodiversity. As we strip forests bare for timber or mine mountains for minerals, we destroy habitats and disrupt ecosystems. More plants and animals risk extinction, and the intricate web of life unravels bit by bit. And then there's climate change, an ominous byproduct of resource depletion. Excessive burning of fossil fuels sends greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, trapping heat and warming the planet. The result? Rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and a whole host of other climatic anomalies that are already beginning to make themselves felt. But the consequences don't stop at the environment. They ripple out into society as well. When resources dwindle, livelihoods that depend on them are threatened. Fishermen find their nets empty as aquatic life diminishes. Farmers struggle with infertile soil and unpredictable weather. Entire industries can collapse, leading to economic instability and increased poverty. And it gets grimmer. Resource scarcity can trigger conflicts and social unrest. Water, for instance, is a resource we can't live without. But what happens when it becomes scarce? We've seen skirmishes over water rights before. As resources continue to deplete, these could escalate into full-blown conflicts. It's a grim picture, isn't it? But it's not a future set in stone. It's a future we can still avoid. We just need to act, and act now. Because remember, the consequences of our actions today will determine the world of tomorrow. Let's make sure that world is one we'd be proud to leave behind for future generations. Chapter 4: Success Stories. Amidst the darkness, there are glimmers of hope. Let's journey into the heart of these glimmers, where success stories and initiatives have made significant strides in resource conservation. These stories are not just tales of triumph, but also blueprints for sustainable practices that we can all adopt. First, let's head to Costa Rica, a country that has become a beacon of sustainability. A few decades ago, Costa Rica faced severe deforestation. But the country turned the tide by investing in ecotourism and payment for ecosystem services. Today, more than half of its land is covered by forest, a remarkable recovery that serves as a testament to the power of sustainable practices. Next, we find ourselves in Sweden, a country that has taken recycling to the next level. The Swedes have adopted a waste-to-energy program, turning their trash into a resource by incinerating it to generate heat and electricity. This innovative solution not only reduces landfill waste, but also provides a renewable energy source for thousands of homes. Over in Africa, there's an initiative called the Great Green Wall. It's an ambitious project aimed at combating desertification in the Sahel region. This African-led movement is not only greening the landscape, but also providing food security and jobs for millions of people, demonstrating how resource conservation can go hand in hand with socio-economic development. In the realm of individuals, there are countless eco-warriors making a difference. From the teenager planting trees in his backyard to the entrepreneur creating sustainable fashion from recycled materials, every action counts. These stories of success remind us that resource conservation is not a distant dream, but a reality that can be achieved. They showcase the power of innovative solutions, the impact of sustainable practices, and the importance of individual and collective action. In the face of the daunting challenge of resource depletion, these glimmers of hope shine brightly, illuminating the path towards a sustainable future. They serve as a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, and a reminder that each one of us has a role to play in this global effort. These stories prove that change is possible, and it starts with us. Chapter 5. Take action today. How can you make a difference? You might ask. The answer lies within each of us. The power to change the course of natural resource depletion is in our hands. In the decisions we make, the actions we take, and the habits we form. One of the most significant steps we can take is adopting sustainable practices in our daily lives. Simple actions such as conserving water, reducing waste, and recycling can have a profound impact on resource conservation. It's about making conscious decisions like opting for reusable bags over plastic ones, choosing locally sourced foods, or even deciding to cycle or walk instead of driving. But our actions shouldn't stop at our front doors. Let's spread the word. Share your knowledge about the importance of resource conservation with your friends, your family, and your community. Educate them about the dark motivations behind resource depletion and the dire consequences if we don't act urgently. Leverage the power of social media to raise awareness about this critical issue. Start conversations, share posts, and engage in discussions. Remember, awareness is the first step to change. And while individual actions are crucial, systemic changes are equally important. Advocate for policies and initiatives that promote resource efficiency. Support companies that prioritize sustainability and shun those that exploit our planet's resources. Vote with your wallet and your ballot. Participate in local conservation projects or start one in your community. Plant a tree, clean a beach, or start a recycling program. The possibilities are endless, and every effort counts. And finally, stay informed. Keep learning about the state of our planet and the ways we can help. Knowledge is power, and with power, we can effect meaningful change. So, ask not what your planet can do for you, but what you can do for your planet. Start today, because the future of our planet is in our hands. It's up to us to ensure that our children inherit a world that's not just surviving, but thriving. Remember, every action counts. Together, we can ensure a sustainable future for our planet.